This video is made for entertainment review and storytelling purposes only. All clips and images belong to their respective owners.
Welcome to the movie's park. A freezing night in the remote wilderness of Wyoming, near the Wind River Indian Reservation, where a Native American girl runs barefoot through the snow, sobbing. The next day introduces Cory Lambert, a solitary man living in exile. He is a skilled hunter, fully camouflaged in white, tracking a wolf. Cory works for the Fish and Wildlife Department, hunting wild animals. He drives to Lander to visit his ex-wife and pick up his son, Casey. Their relationship appears civil, but both show a protective edge toward Casey. Cory takes him to stay with his maternal grandparents on the reservation while his mother is away. Casey's grandfather warns Cory of a predator that recently killed one of his steers. Examining the tracks, Cory identifies a lioness with her cubs, a clear sign of his exceptional tracking abilities. Following a trail marked by footprints and blood, Cory discovers a body, the girl from the opening scene, her forehead wounded and feet frostbitten. He reports the discovery to the tribal police, who contact the FBI. Cory waits with Ben, the reservation police chief, overseeing just 6 officers. Agent Jane Banner arrives amid a snowstorm. She looks ill-prepared for the harsh conditions. Casey's grandmother provides her with clothing from her late granddaughter, revealing Cory once had a daughter around the same age as the victim. Using snowmobiles, they reach the location of the body. Cory confirms the girl is 18-year-old Natalie Hansen. After examining her, Jane suspects sexual assault due to blood on her crotch. She asks Cory about possible places Natalie could have fled. He mentions a nearby shack and a drilling rig. By analyzing footprints, Cory reconstructs her last moments, running through -20-degree air that burst her lungs. Yet she continued until she collapsed. Jane, impressed by his skill, asks him to assist with the investigation. Back in Lander, the medical examiner confirms Cory's observations and notes that Natalie was sexually assaulted by an unknown number of perpetrators. Jane feels compelled to solve the case, but cannot officially classify it as a homicide, limiting the FBI's involvement. She may even be reassigned. Cory and Ben accompany Jane to Natalie's parents, Martin and Annie. Natalie had a boyfriend, whose identity her father didn't know. Jane criticizes Martin for his negligence, angering him. Cory, a close friend of Martin, tries to console him, sharing his own experience of losing a daughter, helping him face his grief. Smoking a cigarette, Martin asks Cory for revenge, which aligns with Cory's own motive. They investigate the closest house to the crime scene, Sam Littlefeather, a drug addict whose home doubles as a hideout. Sam's drugs cause a cloud of smoke, making Jane and Ben collapse. Cory intercepts 2 other addicts fleeing the house. Jane, regaining her vision, faces Sam, who fires at her. She manages to kill him. It is revealed that Chip Hansen, Natalie's troubled brother, was present. Grieving, he cries upon hearing the news. His ambiguous remarks help Jane deduce Natalie's boyfriend was a white non-local. Cory notices snowmobile tracks leading up the hill from the house. They follow them and discover another body, a man partially eaten by hawks. Back at the shack, the boys initially refuse to cooperate, preferring jail over staying on the reservation. Cory speaks to Chip privately. Chip blames the environment, while Cory points out that unlike most locals, he had options like college or the military. Accusations of Cory's past failures turn physical, but Cory overpowers him. Chip finally reveals Natalie's boyfriend, Matt, a drill site security guard. Cory is asked to accompany authorities to the drill site, but declines, hinting at his own plan. Later, Jane visits him to reveal the dead man's identity, Matt Rayburn. She questions Cory's involvement, and he recounts the story of his daughter Emily, who suffered a similar fate 3 years prior. Emily, just 16, went missing while with her parents. Her friend Natalie had alerted them, but Emily was found mutilated by wolves. Cory had suppressed his grief until now, revealing the probable cause of his divorce and his choice to become a hunter. Jane, shocked. The next day, Cory investigates Matt's murder, while Jane and Ben travel to the drilling camp with 4 deputies. The security head claims ignorance about Matt's disappearance, but Jane notices bruises on him and other personnel. Using a ruse, she claims Natalie is alive, prompting panic. A standoff occurs, but Jane, leveraging her rank, diffuses it. At Matt's trailer, Jane knocks as the film flashes back to Natalie's final night. Matt and Natalie embrace, then discuss future plans. Drunken coworkers arrive, escalating to violence. Natalie is assaulted, Matt overpowered, and she begins a desperate run, leading to her death. In the present, Jane pounds on the door, shouting FBI. High on the mountains, Cory observes snowmobile tracks from the drill site to where Matt's body was found, proving the guards' involvement. He warns Ben before Jane can act. An explosion occurs, and she is shot at. Security guards engage the tribal police, leading to a massive shootout. Jane survives thanks to her vest. Cory, hidden in the snow, eliminates the remaining guards. He pursues Pete into the mountains, knocking him unconscious. Cory offers Pete a chance to confess. Pete admits to killing Matt and assaulting Natalie. Cory allows him to go, but warns about the lethal cold. Pete attempts to run, but sub-zero air bursts his lungs, and he collapses dead. Finally, Cory talks to Jane in the hospital. She feels lucky. He believes survival on the reservation depends on spirit and strength, not luck. Jane reflects on Natalie's 6-mile run in extreme conditions. Cory visits Martin, preventing him from suicide, recounting the fate of Natalie's killers. Both men confront grief differently. One contemplates ending his life, the other finds strength. The film concludes, presenting the duality of weakness and power. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to The Movies Park.
This video is made for entertainment review and storytelling purposes only. All clips and images belong to their respective owners.